Here, a throne is not bestowed. It must be earned through a currency of bleeding scars. The weak face death with every passing moment. A single miscalculation is paid for with a life. Only the strong are granted the right to see another dawn. In the midst of this theater of blood and bone, there are beings born a paradox of nature, cloaked in the most conspicuous of coats to face the most unforgiving of gambles. The white ghosts of the grasslands, the white lions. This is not albinism, but a rare genetic quirk known as leucism. A recessive gene diminishes the pigment in their fur, creating a coat of pristine snow, yet leaving the color in their eyes and pads untouched. A beauty of mythical proportions, exquisitely rare and utterly captivating. But in the crucible of survival, this beauty is a double-edged sword. Their brilliant white fur stands in stark relief against the tawny landscape, turning the art of camouflage so vital for any hunt into a formidable challenge. This prominence not only alerts their prey, but also draws the unwelcome gaze of the most ruthless competitors. Yet, to overcome this adversity, this white monarch wields an ultimate weapon: family. Fortunately, lions are the only great cats to have forged a tightly knit, organized society. Their strength lies not merely in sharpened claws, but in the unity and mutual protection of the pride. It is a grand strategy for survival, ensuring that even the most unique, the most different, can find their place in the sun. The story of the lion's adaptation does not end here. It is a tale told in many other hues, across lands more distant and even more demanding. stretching across the endless Serengeti plains, where the earth cracks under a relentless sun, power is written in blood and fire. This is no ordinary pride of lions. At their head is Zephyr, a deposed prince bearing the scars of past battles. But his eyes still burn with the will to reclaim what was lost. Beside him is Vallon, the silent observer, who moves through the marshlands unseen. Jabari, the youngest, is still learning the ways of a warrior, ever eager to prove his courage. And Draven, cold and calculating. He rarely speaks, but his razor-sharp gaze misses nothing. Together, they journey across the Serengeti, searching for a territory worthy of their ambition. Their path leads them to the heart of a kingdom long ruled by a single dominant male. A confrontation is inevitable. The air grows taut, transforming the savannah into a stage for a cataclysmic battle. A clash of claw and might erupts. The lionesses can only watch, helpless, from a distance. Dust and blood soon cloak the earth, until Zephyr's strength secures the victory. The old king has fallen. The coalition has conquered. From that day, they rise from a nomadic alliance to become the new rulers of the Serengeti. Their newly won territory is named the Valley of Blood and Fire. Here, the lions affirm their dominance with ferocious roars. With victory comes a new rhythm of life. The lionesses enter oestrus, cubs are born, and the pride's numbers swell, cementing the legacy of the 5 kings. The dawn brings their first coordinated hunt. But they do not seek easy targets. Their ambition is far greater. The African buffalo, a creature of immense size and unity. The lions move with precision, encircling from multiple angles. In a surge of synchronized fury, they charge. The buffalo resists fiercely, but the coalition's unity overwhelms it in moments. Under the glaring sun, the pride shares its prize. It is more than a meal. It is a declaration of strategy, unity, and absolute power. Months pass, and they now set their sights on their most audacious challenge yet, the African elephant. The lions seize their chance when a young elephant strays from the herd. Their encirclement is precise and merciless, ending the hunt in a heartbeat. The pride swiftly overcomes its prey. This is their most daring victory. A statement to the entire Serengeti that no creature is beyond their reach. Zephyr's mighty roar resounds across the land, announcing to all that a new power has risen. In a land where life and death collide daily, these 5 warriors have forged their legend in blood and fire. And as the wind sweeps across the endless plains, their roar will echo for an eternity. A reminder that in the heart of the Serengeti, the true kings are the lions of blood and fire. But power on the savannah is not spoken in a single language. This is the story of Sapphira, a lioness who never wore the mane of a king. She rose to leadership through cunning, courage, and a vision that saw beyond brute force. She is known as the uncrowned queen of the Masai Mara. Sapphira's path to power was not preordained. She began her life alone, a wanderer on the vast plains where danger hides in every shadow. On her journey, she met other young lionesses, equally lost and in need of guidance. With keen instinct and an ability to inspire trust, Sapphira gathered them, laying the foundation for an entirely new dynasty. Under her command, the pride grew in strength. Sapphira's power came not from raw might, but from an extraordinary ability to coordinate and unify. In a world where cooperation is the line between life and death, her leadership became the pride's ultimate weapon. The hunts led by Sapphira are a lesson in precision. Every action is calculated. Every target is chosen with care. The lionesses have learned to move in perfect harmony, a deadly ballet woven from patience, silence, and timing. On one hunt, the pride approaches a herd of grazing zebra. With just a subtle signal, the lionesses move as one, their eyes locked on their intended quarry. The moment of stillness shatters as the distance closes. Chaos erupts, and a zebra falls not by chance, but by a flawlessly executed plan. This is not just a meal. It is proof that strategy and solidarity are the keys to survival. Sapphira's influence extends far beyond the hunt. The Pride's territory expands from a modest patch to over 19 square miles, a rich domain of water and plentiful prey. But this growth is never easy. They face rival prides, contend with ambitious males, and even the threat of poachers. Each victory leaves its mark on Saphira, yet each one also solidifies her authority. Her reign is built on trust and respect. A testament that true power in nature comes not only from strength, but from wisdom and unity. As the sun sets on the horizon, painting the Masai Mara in fiery hues, a new roar tears through the evening calm. A powerful outsider has arrived, intent on seizing their territory and asserting his own dominance. The confrontation is ferocious. Dust billows as roars thunder across the plain. The lionesses attack with absolute precision under Saphira's command. Every movement is calculated, every strike synchronized. When the challenger finally flees in defeat and humiliation, the pride gathers around Saphira, acknowledging the leader who held them steady through the storm. Saphira is not only a warrior, she is also a mother. As the sky darkens, she quietly retreats to deliver her first litter. Hidden amongst acacia bushes and tall grass, the tiny cubs are utterly helpless. But under their mother's care, they find warmth, nourishment, and protection. Returning to the pride, Saphira begins to teach her cubs the ways of the harsh savanna. She shows them how to stalk, how to move in silence. She teaches them to read the signs of danger and instills in them a single truth, that wisdom, patience, and unity often outweigh brute strength. Over time, the legend of Saphira grows. Without the mane of a male or a thunderous roar, she leads with strategy and intelligence. Her life has become a legacy of the power of unity and intellect triumphing over force. Even today, as the golden sun rises over the Mara, Saphira's spirit remains. In the rustle of the grass, in the whisper of the wind, the lioness who reigned without a crown has left an indelible mark. Saphira is forever the uncrowned queen of the Masai Mara. A symbol that true greatness comes not from a title, but from courage, wisdom, and a heart that never yields. Yet, even for the most formidable predators, there are always limits. On the savannah, there are forces that command respect not by attacking, but through an impenetrable defense. This is the African buffalo, a creature feared by predators and respected by man alike. Its massive frame and horns that curve like a helmet make it a true giant of the plains. A fully grown bull can weigh over 1,980 pounds. Its thick, armor-like hide shields a body of solid muscle. At first glance, it may appear ponderous, but this is a deception. When threatened, the buffalo can charge with devastating force. Its dark, watchful eyes constantly scan its surroundings. In a world where every shadow could conceal a lion, vigilance is the key to survival. Buffalo do not live alone. They move in large herds, forming a living fortress, a wall of bodies and horns to shield the vulnerable. Their unity is their strength. However, that does not guarantee peace among the bulls. competition for dominance is relentless. As the sun sets, two giants may confront one another. These contests test not only strength, but also will. After an 11-month gestation, a female will give birth to a single calf weighing between 66 and 88 pounds. The mother licks her newborn, stimulating its circulation and imprinting the herd's scent. Within minutes, the calf must rise on trembling legs. In a world filled with peril, weakness is not an option. This is its trial by fire, to stand and move, to keep up with the herd, or be left behind to face a tragic fate. In the depths of the savannah night, the bellow of the buffalo sounds as a proud assertion of sovereignty. The power and majesty of this giant lie not in fang or aggression,